Hi, my name is Larissa Shanton, and I will be talking about gender diversity and the issues in the workplace. So, what is gender diversity in the workplace? So, gender bias overall is the tendency to prefer one gender over another. So, this mostly occurs when men are preferred over women being hired and getting equal pay. And this also tends to take place, but it is an unconscious bias. So there's many bias in the workplace that may affect other employees or affect those already facing gender bias, such as performance support bias, performance review bias, and performance reward bias. And this can all happen in the workplace. So a form of diversity that is related to the issue. So the form of diversity is just sex and gender diversity. That one's pretty obvious. And gender balance is also often used in companies when they are trying to achieve a 50-50 balance between male and female employees. So, who does gender diversity affect in the workplace? Men tend to have more responsibilities and higher positions in their workplace, which leads to men also being paid more. And women, and especially women of color, tend to experience this gender diversity. So an organization that I found that is working towards reducing gender bias in the workplace is a huge main corporation called IBM, and it stands for International Business Machines, and it's a huge tech company that is multinational. So what is IBM doing to make progress towards their goal? So at this company, they have been focusing on hiring equal amounts of both genders and requiring all employees to be part of gender diversity training. And a lot of other tech companies have actually followed them in doing this training. And they've been working for more than 100 years to improve this equality and inclusion in their workplace. More of what IBM is doing and what other tech companies can do too. So they have been collecting and analyzing data and demographic data and employee compensation data of their own employees, and then they'll look at the discrepancies between men and women in each department and their level and their pay and all of that. Their progress that they are making, they are putting in place other programs that are aiming to close the gender gap pay, which is helping minorities, women, and other diverse workers to gain access to higher paying jobs. They are also returning to the workforce for many individuals, may help with raising and supporting their family, and they take it very seriously. They also make sure to pay attention while going through their hiring process and making sure that they don't favor men over women or people of color. And IBM also has many stories of individuals that work for them and their experience with IBM and the programs that they have been implemented to actually on their website, which I was looking at, which is super cool. And it shows their values and beliefs and what makes their workplace environment thrive. One really cool thing that IBM does is right now, since it's March and it's Women's History Month, they are recognizing and celebrating many experiences and accomplishments of IBM women of all backgrounds, and on their website you can find that. So they also have programs for future generations, so they are implementing a STEM education program for young girls, and these girls are able to interact with IBM female employees and have them act as their role models and teach them skills that will help them for the future. So how does exclusion, power, and privilege play into this issue? So power plays a huge role in this issue because most of the power is in the employer, which tends to either make or break this issue in the workplace depending on who the employer is and how they act and what they feel towards this situation. And privilege in this issue shows through the employees that may have already been hired and those who know they're in good standing because of their gender or because of their race and other situations. And also a really cool thing, the senior vice president of ITM says that they are committed to inclusion and the training is what will make a difference. And in 2019, the CEO organized worldwide inclusion standards that require all of companies' employees to adhere to. So a system of inequality that may have played a role in this issue, it's definitely the system inequality of gender inequality, and gender-based imbalances of individuals in power and their command over the workplace. And this picture is a picture of women and how big of a role they have in the workplace. So in conclusion, gender diversity is an issue that has been going on for several decades now. I believe that it will eventually get fixed, but it will take a while and it will take everyone's efforts. Gender pay gap, gender bias in the hiring process, all of that affects individuals in the workforce every single day. So call to action. So what are we going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? If you have a company, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to do something to implement and to help this issue? And here's my works cited. Thank you.